Hello everybody, today is Thursday, April 16th, and I'm very proud to say we're bringing you a further update on the quarantine pandemic emergency camp that we're working on. Now, we've been in preparation as a cabinet now for over 3 months and planning what steps or what can we do with what tools we have in front of us. So we were fortunate, of course, in our past investments in our Métis N4 construction company that we were buying camps, whether it was the bipolar hydro division of work that was necessary, where we bought camps, where it was the pipelines, where we're getting prepared for camp usage. So in our vision at that point in time, we bought a grouping of different size camps. Particularly, mostly about 48 size camp each one has, with full kitchen. As I said before, you'll see in a video shortly, Minister Park is doing a walk tour through it, so people can actually grasp the preparation that it takes to build these camps to get them ready. And I'm proud to say our ministers have been working very hard, both Minister Goodon and Minister Park. And take the time to watch the video. And this is what we're preparing for our citizens in the event this pandemic actually blows up in our villages, and we need to really act on large quantities of people being affected. So we have 3 camps. These 2 in Treeherne you're seeing today in a video really displays what's available, right from a gymnasium to have a place for people to exercise, a location isolated away from everybody else, a kitchen, it's got its own cable, it's got TVs, it's everything, washer and dryers. It's set up really for a living situation. And so I think I can applaud our cabinet for being wise in their decision to invest in this right away. So I encourage you to be comfortable with the idea that the Métis government has already got your back. But we have also said this loud and clear. If the Métis do not need this, if the pandemic does not go, knock on wood, it doesn't ever hit our villages, this can be used for other Manitobans. We know that the province right now is looking at creating a 100-bed facility, I think, in the Brandon region or other locations in the province. Well, my view to the province, we have a 140-bed facility ready if you want to borrow it from us or you want to partner with us in some capacity. We're willing to sit down with the province and do that. If they don't want to partner with us, that's their prerogative. But for us, we're looking and we're hoping we'll support all Manitobans. I want to take this opportunity to also take the reeve of that area, Treeherne, for their openness, their partnership, ensuring that the safety is there for their citizens that they represent, but at the same time seeing and understanding that this could be a place they can also use. And I also want to take, of course, the landowner who has allowed us to extend our relationship with him to make sure this camp will be there for some time to stay. We're also building a fence around it for security purposes and to make sure that people, if the pandemic, as I said, explodes and we find ourselves with 90 people in that particular facility, we want to make sure there's safety for those surrounding communities and people just in general who might fear this could linger into their houses in that area. We want to assure them that that won't be the case. We're putting all precautions in place. So enjoy the video. And again, Minister Park, I want to thank you for the work you're doing. And Mr. Goodon, thank you very much. And I look forward to our nation being very proud that your Métis government was on board, ahead of the game, months and months in advance. And we showed that our Métis government, with little resources we have, we can think wise and think well and spend well. So always remember, the MMF's got your back.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the camp. This camp is owned and operated by Métis N4 Construction, an affiliate of the Manitoba Métis Federation government. We're situated in between St. Claude and Treeherne, Manitoba on Highway number 2 and 320. As you can see, it's quite a large camp. You're looking right now at what we call B bunk. And that is where all the kitchen facilities, the entertainment facilities, and so on are situated, and we'll take a tour through that building in a little while. But I wanted to mention, you hear some noise in the background. That's the generators that are currently running and operating in the camp. We're switching over now to direct power with Manitoba Hydro, and I'll get the camera to span over this way in a little bit, and it'll show you the connection that we're going to have with Manitoba Hydro, so we'll have direct power in the very near future. But our goal now is to turn this camp into a facility for our Métis citizens in case they need to be quarantined. We know this COVID virus is here in Manitoba, and we know that it hasn't reached its peak yet. So we're preparing just in case. Our Métis government wants to ensure that our Métis citizens are protected, and we're doing our utmost to ensure that they are. So by utilizing this facility, we'll be able to serve our citizens that much better. I should also mention that it has 96 rooms in total for citizens that are in need of isolation. but 48 of them are situated to my left and another 48 directly behind me. I just wanted to take you inside A bunk so you could have a look at the facilities that we're offering to our Métis citizens for their relaxation while they're in camp. I should point out that this is a 48-man unit that we're currently in. As you can see to my right here, that we have a full slate of washrooms. This is another unit that's attached to the A bunk so that we have full capacity for our Métis citizens. Okay, I also wanted to point out that we have a fully equipped washing facility in this bunk, and you'll see to my left here, we have 3 washers and dryers. We're currently ordered brand new washers and dryers for this unit, and they'll be in shortly more of an industrial strength washer and dryers because of the amount of linen and clothes that we're going to be washing as people come into the camp. Welcome to C bunk in Treeherne Camp here in Winnipegosis, or in Treeherne, Manitoba. I should point out this is a little bit different of a layout, but the same concept as A bunk. You can see the rooms are a little bit different in style, but again, we have washroom facilities, the same as A bunk 484 here, 4 further down the hall, and again, laundry facilities.
Yeah, I think it's very important. I think the fact that people now will have a place to isolate. So if you think you have the symptoms, you don't have to stay at home and with the possibility of infecting anybody in your household or your neighborhood or anything. You come in and you do what you have to do, and then, like I said, hopefully people are not going to develop the symptoms and go home.
So now we're in the main section of the camp, which is referred to as the kitchen. So I'm led to understand I called it B bunk earlier, but it's referred to as the kitchen. And you can see behind me all the dry goods that are being stored for the kitchen. Also, I should mention on the left here is the cable and telephone system that is used to operate the camp. As you can see, it's quite elaborate. But as you can see, we have lots of supplies currently in stock and more coming as we get ready for the tenants to come in. Okay, so as we walk into the kitchen, I should show you our cold storage facility that we have. We have a cooler, which can hold quite a bit of items, and also a freezer inside the cooler that holds all the frozen goods. As you can see, it's a full-service kitchen, lots of amenities and ability to cook and serve our clients as need be. So we're well prepared and well on our way. This is the serving area where the clients are served their breakfast and lunch and supper. But when we start utilizing it more for COVID-19 purposes and quarantine, the meals will be delivered to the rooms directly to the tenants that are in the camp during the quarantine session. So we'll be sure to ensure that they get their meals in a timely manner. This is the dining area and the office area that we utilize when we're in full operations for hydro projects or whatever projects we're involved with. But as you can see, there's multiple seating for different meals in different stages. Again, more dining area for up to 96 people on both sides. And also I should mention that all the dry goods you see stored in here are on their way to Winnipegosis in the very near future as we begin to get that camp ready. Last but not least, this is our entertainment exercise area that the staff and tenants get to utilize while they're staying in camp. As you can see, they have all the amenities they need, including DVD capabilities, internet, cable, and so on. So they're very well situated to feel relaxed while they're in this camp. So thank you very much.